Hey guys, I hope everybody is doing well. If you don't know me, my name is Nick, otherwise known as NCI Resale on Instagram and Poshmark. And if you watched my last video, which I will link above, you learned 5 brands that I love to sell that other people hate on. Well, now the tables have turned, and I'm going to talk about 5 brands that I love to hate on that other people like to sell. Now, before I get into it, I'm going to put a big asterisk right here to say that all of these brands have items that I would pick up. Of course, it is all just based on styles that I think would sell in my store, comps, and all of that fun business. I have sold all of these brands before. I actually sold the first one for a full price sale today. So everything I'm saying is just based on my past selling experience and what I preference for my closet. If these things sell for you, sell well for you, by all means, please keep buying them. Don't take my word as the word of the Lord. Just, this is my 2 cents on the situation. Also, I'm sorry that every single video I have posted in the last, month, I've been wearing a hat. I haven't got my hair cut in 2.5 months. And what is up here is between me, my mirror, and God. And I'm really close to pulling a Britney Spears 2007 moment and shaving my head. But that's besides the point. Let us get into the first brand that I love to hate on that other people love to sell, and that is Athleta. Now, Athleta is a brand under the Gap family. Gap's the parent company, Gap Inc., and they own Gap, Banana Republic, Athleta, and Old Navy. If you didn't know that those 4 brands are all the same company, now you do. And Athleta is their athletic wear line. Their main competitor is, of course, Lululemon, and they always try to price undercut Lululemon, even though Athleta is almost just as expensive. I can't sell Athleta to save my existence for the most part. With an asterisk on style, I just sold a summer dress today. It was tie-dye and sleeveless, so it was perfectly in season. It was from 2019, and it was cute. Now, that does not always happen. I will get Athleta leggings or tank tops or whatever, and I just can't move them. Can't move them. They always end up selling for $15, and that's not exactly what I want unless, it's from the bins, and I will always pick it up at the bins. But a lot of times, more times than not, I'll just bring it to the consignment store because it does better there for me than it does on Poshmark. But that is the first brand. My second brand, this might be controversial. Some of y'all might be really mad at me. But it is Free People. Now, before y'all come kicking down my door, let me explain. My style, my personal style, is very modern. I wear a lot of vintage clothes mixed with a lot of modern basics. I dress kind of minimalist. I wouldn't call myself a minimalist, but I dress kind of in that manner. And Free People is bohemian. It's very beachy. It's very West Coast feeling, and Coachella, not me, not my style. And a lot of my closet, I try to reflect my style. Of course, I will sell anything that makes me money, but it's really just not my vibe, and I think it's not really my customer's vibe. That being said, I of course sell some Free People. I just sold a Free People shirt for $40 last week, if you watched my What Sold video, but I am very, very selective with the Free People I put in my Poshmark store. A lot of the times I actually trade it for stuff that fits my vibe with my best friend Haley at Haley's Hanger. She sells Free People for days. Literally her entire business is Free People and Anthropology. More power to her. I'm happy for her. There's lots of people who are like that. I just have a very difficult time moving Free People in my closet. Now, there are certain styles that do well for me. Oversized sweaters, oversized blouses, some of the really kind of simple pieces they do a lot of in crepe, oversized blouses. The shoes do good for me, but apart from that, I have a really hard time selling individual tops, jeans, stuff along the lines, no matter how new it is or not. But I am fortunate enough to have Haley, and Haley trades me designer things all the time, like St. John and whatever, which I love to sell, and I give her Free People and Anthropology. So that is the second brand. My third brand today is something that you probably have seen on BOLO lists, but you heard it here first, folks. I really do not enjoy selling frame denim jeans. Now, Frame is actually a newer company They are a California-based designer, and they specialize in denim. Their styles are, they've only been around for a few years, so most of their styles are very modern. But I think their denim quality is cheap, and they're so expensive. I mean, I'm talking like multiple $100 jeans, and they have that stretch denim that I think is going out, and I think at that same price point, there are so many better denim options, and I think people understand that. I mean, for the same price of a pair of frame jeans, you could get a Goldie jeans, and a Goldie jeans are high quality denim. They're gonna last forever, and they're gonna mold to your body better than stretch denim. There's Redone, which is a little more expensive, but same thing, amazing quality. Muumuu, another amazing denim bolo brand that I think kind of fits in that mid-range designer denim brand that is better quality than frame. And I think people who spend money on denim, there is a very specific group of people, if you don't know, that love jeans, that buy expensive jeans to last forever. And that's why people are willing to pay more for denim, because a good pair of jeans will last you literally 10 years, if not more, if you take care of them correctly. And I'm glad to see that high quality 100% cotton denim is coming back because of that. Because stretch denim just does not last. It gets puckered. It does not look good. After a while, it stretches out and isn't flattering anymore. And that's my opinion on that. But I just have a really hard time moving frame. Again, there are exceptions. Their most popular style is the Le Skinny de Géant jean, which is their mid-rise skinny jean. And then they have Le High Skinny, which is a high-waisted skinny jean. Those do well, as well as some of their wide leg and cropped bootcut jeans. But again, I would not pay up for them. I rarely sell them for over $50, and I rarely come across them. And I found them at thrift stores, and if I could get them at bins or thrift store prices, I would. But a lot of the times where I'm finding them is buy sell trade stores, and they have them marked between $20 and $30, and that is just not worth it. Maybe a year ago when they were more popular, but not anymore. My next brand, don't get me started on this one. It is Show Me Your Muumuu. And let me tell you, this stuff retails for so much money, and the quality is garbage. It literally feels like the most poorly made stuff. It's so not good quality for as much money as it is. And it's a brand that you have to check comps for when you're buying it. I really just have a hard time selling it. I've found it multiple times in the past. Every single time I have found it and listed it, it has taken forever to sell, with the exception of one dress I bought retail arbitrage at Nordstrom Rack that sold. I mean, it still took 2 months to sell. I did get a really good return on investment. I think I sold it for $60, and I think I paid like $11 for it. Besides that, I've had shorts, I've had dresses, I have had tops, I have had tank tops, and they have all taken really long to sell. And so it's a brand you have to check comps. I'm sure there are certain pieces that do well, but in general, I really just don't like selling it because it's bad quality and it takes a long time for me to sell. And God forbid you find that FabFitFun box kimono. If you don't know, Show Me Your Muumuu made a piece for FabFitFun. And if you don't know what FabFitFun is, it's like a subscription box that comes quarterly. And there's a robe that was Show Me Your Muumuu that was sent in it to, tens of thousands of people who subscribe to FabFitFun. And you can't sell that thing for like $8. Same thing with Spiritual Gangster. They made a kimono robe for them too. And that's a disaster. Don't buy that. But that is that brand. And rounding out this list, again, this is a controversial one that some of y'all might get mad at me for. And this is a brand that I've found 3 or 4 times in the wild. And you're like, how can you make a decision based on 3 or 4 times? Well, I will tell you. The brand is called For Love and Lemons. 2 years ago, if you found a For Love and Lemons dress, you were $150 richer. I mean, I kid you not. This stuff is so expensive. And again, like Show Me Your Muumuu, most of it is horrible quality. It is not good. It is not sustainable. It will not last you more than 3 or 4 washes if you don't take care of it properly. It is so not good quality. Now, I think For Love and Lemons has some really, really pretty stuff, but a lot of it is kind of getting to the point where it's dated. It is not chic anymore. It is very kind of like club wear, party wear, very form-fitting lace, very revealing. Lots of see-through mesh, and it does not do well for me. I've had it 4 times. The first time I had it right around when it was super popular, and I sold a dress for almost $180. And then I got it 2 times last year, and they both They were both really pretty tops with like lace detailing. That's what they're known for, their eyelash lace dresses and tops and bras and whatnot. And they both took over 6 months to sell. And then this year I had a bodysuit that I got at retail arbitrage at Nordstrom Rack, and I kid you not, got no attention, nothing. No likes, got some shares, but no likes, no nothing, and finally sold for $28 after a couple months with like no interest. And so I just think this brand is kind of falling off the wagon in popularity. I think there are more brands. I think Reformation, and I'll talk about this in another trends like Bolo video that I'm going to make very soon about up and coming brands. But I think Reformation has kind of filled in the space that Show Me Your Muumuu and For Love and Lemons occupied before, which was that kind of lowest end of the mid-range designer category. And I'll talk about that. And my friend Mogi Beth, I'm sure most of you subscribe to her channel, but if you don't, go check it out. She talks a lot in a couple of her videos about this like idea of the mid-range designer and how it's very new in the last like 10 years. And it's a really interesting thing to look up, and I could talk about it as well because I did a lot of research on that. Because if you don't know, I'm a college student. I study fashion merchandising, and so a big part of my degree is trend forecasting and what sells where and why. And the mid-range designer phenomena is something really interesting that I've done a lot of research on. So I hope you guys liked this video. I try to kind of delve deeper into some of these brands because I think a lot of people are interested, because a lot of people talk about them on surface level, but I know more than any person should know about clothes. And so if you really liked this video, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel. I am really working hard to grow my channel. I would love it if you follow me and my journey on Instagram at NCI Resale. And I would love it if you all stay safe, stay healthy, stay inside if you can, go on a walk, social distance, support a local business, eat out, but be safe about it, like get takeout food. And I'll see you next time. Love y'all. Bye.